Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this wishing well bracelet, and this was designed by PowerPump19 on Instagram. I'll have her name in the description box below, and I'll bring it up here in just a second. But first I want to show you this design. So it is kind of based on the Evolet bracelet, or the ELRVM bracelet, and it uses a Claire stitch in the middle. So it's a really nice design, I think. I've made a couple of these already, but anyway, let me bring up her profile here. So it is PowerPump19. Like I said, I'll have her name in the description box below. But for now, you can scroll through her account, check out her photos, and give her a follow for me. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So first thing you're going to want is a hook. I'm going to use my double-ended hook here. You're also going to want some bands. So for the outside, which I use this yellowish band for, I'll be using chartreuse. And then for the insides, which I did a bunch of patterns for, I'll just be using turquoise jelly. So to start, what you're going to go ahead and do is make a cap band on your hook and pull the band through. Lift one of these cap band loops. Then you're going to take a chartreuse, or same color, you're going to take this band and fishtail only one band onto this side. And then you're going to turn it around. Lift the other end of the cap band, and you're going to fishtail two bands onto this side. Also make sure that your cap bands stay in order. Okay, so once you have fishtailed both of those bands on, now you're going to take your first kind of inner color. You're going to pull this through the first 5 loops. You're going to lift the first, skip the second, grab the third, the 4th, and the 5th. Then reattach the other end of that band. Move these two to the outside. Then take this turquoise jelly part that's kind of farthest away from the tip of your hook and cross it over these center 2 yellow bands and kind of hold it there so it doesn't fall back over. Then you're going to take the first chartreuse band off and push both of these turquoise loops over that next chartreuse band, or the yellow band, and over the end of the hook. Then you're going to lift this lower turquoise jelly band. So if you're looking at this band is kind of farther down, so you're going to lift that. You're going to reattach the band that you're holding, the yellow band that you're holding. Then you're going to move this blue in between like the second and the third bands here. So we're not going to count this turquoise loop as a loop right now. So this is the first, then this is the second right here, and then this will be the third. We're going to move this right in between. Then you're going to take these outer 2 bands off of the hook, and then you're also going to slide that turquoise jelly off as well. So just drop it off and reattach both of those bands that you're holding. So it should look like this. Now what you're going to do is take another yellow band, pull this through the first 2 loops, and lift the outer one. So you're just going to kind of fishtail another band on, then turn this around to the other side. After every stitch we're going to turn it around. But make sure you add this yellow band and then you'll turn it around. Then what you'll do is take another turquoise jelly band, pull this through the first 5 loops, lift the first, the third, the 4th, and the 5th. And then what you'll do is obviously reattach that, but then move the yellows to the outside. Take both of these blue loops, make sure that they're on this side. So you're going to pull this one farthest away from your hook over the middle 2 and hold it there. Then take this first band off the end of the hook and just kind of hold this other yellow band in the notch of your hook. Then you're going to push both of those turquoise jelly bands over this yellow and over the end of the hook. Again, you're going to lift the bottom band and put that back on, and then you're going to put on the band that you were holding as well. So it is a little messy at the beginning, but don't worry about that. We'll fix it as we continue. Then you're going to move this blue band, so right now it's in between these first 2 yellows. We're going to move it in between the second and the third yellow. So it's kind of difficult to do that, but you can try and it's kind of hard. You might have to just pull it up and over, like move your hands all the way around, but hopefully it's not too difficult. Then you'll take these first 2 loops off the hook and drop off the other end of that turquoise band and reattach the outer 2, or the ones you were holding. Then take another band, pull this through the first 2. You're going to lift the outer 1. It's going to look a little bit weird at first, but as we continue it'll straighten itself out just like this. Then you'll turn this around, and we're going to repeat the same thing. So take another turquoise jelly band, pull this through the first 5, lift the 1st, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. Rearrange these outer 2, pull the 2nd turquoise loop over those 2 middle yellows and hold it in place. Take the first band off, kind of hold on to it so it doesn't go anywhere. Then put this yellow in the notch of your hook, and then move both of these turquoise jelly bands over that yellow one over the end of the hook. You're going to pick up this bottom loop, reattach the yellow you had in your hand, and then you're going to move this blue in between the 2nd and the 3rd yellow. Take the first 2 yellows off, and then also slide that turquoise jelly band off, and then attach the outer 2. After every time you do that, you're going to want to make sure that you pull a yellow band through the first 2 and lift the outer 1 so that you have 7 loops on your hook again. Turn this around, take a turquoise jelly through the first 5, pick up the 1st, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, rearrange these outer 2, hold this farther turquoise, or the 2nd turquoise jelly band over those 2 yellows, and hold it there. Take this first band off, push both of these turquoise jellies over the end of the hook, lift the bottom one, reattach this band you were holding, move this band in between, or the turquoise band in between the 2nd and 3rd yellow, pull these 2 bands off, and then slide that turquoise jelly off as well. So here you would add another chartreuse band through the first 2 and lift the outer 1, but if you're going to close the bracelet off, don't add any bands on, instead just take one last band through these 6 loops. That way it gives you like a neater finish. I just like it when my bands kind of close off really nicely, but that's up to you. Anyway, if you still need instructions, you can rewind, but hopefully you have the hang of it by now. But that is going to do it for this video, so thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll have Power Pump's name in the description box below. Make sure to check her out on Instagram and give her a follow for me. But that is going to do it for this video, and I hope to see you next time.